getting back into balance and feeling great. Our next guest, Dr. Jamie Kaiser, helps you do that with a special treatment called NUCA, and his patient Floyd is here to sing its praises. Gentlemen, great to have you on this Wednesday morning.
Good to be here.
We talk about NUCA, and sometimes...
That was quite the introduction, the lead-in, by the way.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
Wasn't it? Floyd, was that you surfing?
Well, I wish it was.
I know. That was Floyd surfing. Yeah. All right.
Maybe
we're crossing our
a long
fingers
time
and
ago.
toes. Maybe so. You are a big surfer, and we want to talk about how NUCA has helped you reclaim the joy, the love, and the comfort that you had with surfing. And NUCA was really a key element. What is the treatment, and how did it help Floyd?
So simple. Okay, your brain controls everything in your body. I mean, every single signal, if you move your fingers, you move your toes, you're trying to balance on your surfboard, you're trying to digest breakfast. Okay, those signals come from your brain. They physically pass through this point and travel down and out. And with NUCA upper cervical chiropractic care, if there's a physical problem, a structural issue where things are not lined up here in the very, very top, it's going to impact your body in some way, shape, or form. So what we do is very scientifically, very gently correct that area to allow your body to work correctly.
Show me the amount of pressure that you use on people.
Quite literally, if you've ever had your pulse taken, I mean, it does
That's it.
not. And that works, again, because all the measurements, all the math we figure out whenever people come into the office for their first visit.
So Floyd, you had some symptoms. You weren't just feeling like yourself. What was kind of going on health-wise for you before you went to go get NUCA with Jamie?
Well, I was actually feeling like my body was off center, and I had gone to a chiropractor and tried to get straightened out again. And she had gotten me, so there's a lot more movement, and all of a sudden in my neck I had almost like a clicking where I felt like that one day I was going to go past this one point and it would click and it would shoot some pains down my back. So my girlfriend said she had been going to NUCA, so I said, okay, maybe this is going to help. And the first time I went in and had the treatment, it was like, I'm not sure if this is...
You're like, did it really do anything?
Yeah, what's going on here? But then that evening, the next day, my back was sore, and I think, I don't know, I could feel something going on in my system. And I don't know if it was the first treatment or the second treatment, but all of a sudden I noticed that's gone. The clicking issue's gone. And that's really why I went in, to center myself back up. I'm 63 and I want to keep doing things that I'm doing when I'm 73 or 83.
Well, what I think is good that you're listening to your girlfriend, first of all. So she's leading you in a great direction. And Jamie, a lot of people, just like Floyd, might think, I'm not sure if there's a dramatic shift. I'm not sure if this is working. But you see results very quickly with NUCA.
When people get in our office, they're scared, they're skeptical. Flat out, within the first 20 minutes, with every patient that comes in, we answer all the big questions they want to know. How many times do I got to come in? Because it's going to be different for everybody. How long till I feel better? Does the insurance cover it? We go through all that right away, disarm any fears people have. And I'll tell you, 98% of people, when they come in, decide to get the x-rays. It makes enough sense to them when they actually see the full explanation, I want to have that done. Most people, about 95% of people, notice improvement in the first 30 days. With Floyd, what was interesting is he came in and he said, look, I've got this click in my neck, can you fix it? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I have no idea if me doing what I do is going to get rid of the clicking sound. I said, but I can tell you there will be enough change within the first month that you're going to notice this is helping. And now we've talked about blood pressure changes with you,
Yes.
balance when you're surfing.
I was so impressed, Jamie, because we were chatting about this before the program. You have reduced your medication so dramatically because of NUCA.
Yes, and that's the only thing that was really changed. And I was dealing with high blood pressure.
Your surf trip out in, yeah.
So I was dealing with high blood pressure, and I went in to have some blood tests done, and I noticed the blood pressure was way down. So I started taking half the medication, and it's still staying down.
And I know you're so active. You love to ski. You like to be active. You like to be outdoors. And when you weren't really feeling like yourself, you just didn't enjoy these things as much. Now, how do you feel?
I feel great. I feel great, and like with the surfing, I had noticed in the past year or so that all of a sudden, with surfing, it's all timing and balance. And the timing is when you're getting ready to stand up on the board at a critical point. All of a sudden, I'm not getting up as quick, and as I'm standing up, next thing I know, I'm falling over a couple of times. So my sessions are getting shorter when I'm getting tired. And all of a sudden, here we are, I'm standing up, getting going, and I'm not falling over. My balance is there. So it's like it was a couple years ago. So I've extended this time, and it's great. It's wonderful. I love it, and it's great that this is going to keep going.
Jamie, your passion is really for helping people be able to live life to their fullest potential. And when you work with cases like Floyd, whether it's just getting him back to enjoy what he loves or making huge dramatic shifts with people that have MS or vertigo,
yeah.
It's just, I know it's so fulfilling to you as a doctor to be able to facilitate these changes.
The body is self-healing. Okay, your body cannot stop healing. The trouble is that if we've got a misalignment, our body's stuck off center, it's breaking down faster than it's healing. These problems don't self-correct. So we can't just sit at home saying, well, maybe it'll get better tomorrow, maybe it'll get better next week. The adjustment itself, as we can see here, no more pressure than your pulse being taken. This actually, again, works so because of the measurements we do, first visit in the office. You know, I tend to think about what we do, it is not health care. Okay, it's total life expansion. I mean, yes, it's great to have someone who's had back pain or sciatica that hasn't responded to surgery and drugs and physical therapy and everything else. It's great when you can help them, but it's more about asking the next question. Well, now that we've gotten rid of that, what do you want to go back to doing? It's not. We don't want to be in our office a better solution to back and neck pain. Okay, we want to get your body working correctly. Huge difference.
And Floyd has been able to do that now. We have consultations that you offer here as coming on the show because people watch and they say, I'll have what he's having. I want to feel back in balance. So if people call you today, you are willing to sit down with them for free and just see if this is something that might be able to help them.
The only stipulation, you got to call today. When you call the number that's on the screen, you're actually going to get our call center. And they're going to book that new patient appointment for you. They are going to ask for a credit card number just to reserve the appointment time. The card is not going to be charged unless you don't show up. But quite honestly, you just got to book the appointment today. And within that first 20 minutes, we will go through with everybody, explain what you can expect in detail. All questions are fair game. But really, I encourage people that are scared and skeptical, you've got to come in just to see what's happening. If you come in, guess what? You're going to get x-rays taken because it makes sense. But just answering questions over the phone, it doesn't give people the big picture of what's actually possible.
Jamie, thank you so much for coming in. And Floyd, one last question. How often did your girlfriend say, honey, I was right?
No answer.
No answer. All right. He doesn't want to sleep on the couch tonight. Gentlemen, thanks for coming in. And for more information, you can always go to our website, san diego6.com. Click on San Diego Living.
Thanks, Renee.
You bet. All right.